Hey guys, Assalamu alaikum. I hope everyone is well, and I need to start focusing on looking at this. Okay, so hey everybody, I hope everyone is well. It's been a very long time. I do realize that I have not posted. My sister and I have not posted, and I do apologize. When we started making videos, it was not in the intention. We didn't really realize that it was supposed to be like a continuous thing. We would just make videos all the time, and we thought, why not just post it on YouTube, you know? Anyways, let me stop talking for so long and just get to the point. So, a while back, actually, for the very longest time, I have been so fascinated by not just genetics but like DNA and knowing exactly what I am. And because I come from such a vast culture, my sister and I, we've always been kind of interested in knowing what makes us who we are. Now, from what we had learned is that we were half Indian, Baloch. Okay, so Balochistan moved to India, and half Omani. But born and raised in Kenya. However, we didn't realize that maybe we could have had something else, or it's just stories. Because when we're in Kenya, and this is something that many people have an issue with, is when you're from Kenya or like a country that's so diverse, you start questioning who you really are. Especially when you come from a family that's so mixed up and from so many different cultures. So that is the reason why I decided to do my DNA story with Ancestry. I had it for the longest time, but me being me, I procrastinated, and I finally did it. And some parts of this is quite surprising, and some parts are really not surprising at all, considering I kind of knew what I was. So here we go. I'm gonna try to attach the clip, the screenshot, or the video of my actual ancestry. I'm not that good with like technology, so I'm gonna try doing that later. Anyways, so here is my ancestry story. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So most people like to open this on together with the people on, you know, like on video for the first time, but I couldn't help it. I was in Cancun and I'm like, no, I gotta do this right now. So let's go ahead and get started with the most obvious. I am 69% South Asian. Like, duh. Everybody who knows me will be like, Famida, we already know that. We already knew that part. But I'm actually quite surprised that I had 69%, because most people know I'm only half of my dad, and my dad is who is Indian, so technically I should just be 50% if anything, right? However, it came out with 69% South Asian. That makes me wonder, how the heck did I get so much Indian in me? And then goes on to the second one. This is shocking, but I'm happy, okay? Because most people never ever assumed that I would be this. And I am 19% Southeastern Bantu. And if you don't know, oh wait, first of all, the South Asian one is basically located in India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka, as well as parts of Afghanistan. Okay, so that is my 69%. And Southeastern Bantu is primarily located in South Africa, Kenya, Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Angola, Tanzania, Mozambique, and Uganda. From what I think is, I'm most likely, that 19% is most likely from my Kenyan and Tanzanian side. I don't really think I have anything from the rest of East Africa, only because, I don't know, I have a feeling, you know? And from my South Asia side, I have a feeling it's from like India / Pakistan / the Afghanistan side, because my dad's family is from Quetta, Balochistan originally, so I'm assuming that. But the issue is with this ancestry thing is they were not so clear which region it is exactly, like which part of South Asia I'm from, or which part of Southeastern Bantu I'm from. but Bantu is quite likely because, you know, my mom's side, they do have Swahili. Now, that goes to attack, or for all those people who've been saying I am not Swahili, I am Swahili. I have Bantu blood in me. So next time, before you judge me because of how I look, you should think carefully. I had no idea myself that I had this. So next time, before you bash me and attack me and say how dare you call yourself Swahili, now you know I have a right to call myself Swahili. I'm not even just Arab. In fact, I have more African in me than I do have Arab. I have 19% Bantu. So I have a right to call myself Swahili. There you go. That's the biggest reply I could have for those people who had been attacking our previous videos and saying that I have no right to call myself Swahili, and not realizing I actually am Swahili. There you go. Moving on, I have a 9% Middle Eastern, which is primarily located in Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Oman, Yemen, United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, and Israel. I'm gonna assume this is the Omani side of town because I don't think I have any family from Lebanon or any of the other ones. Again, this is estimated that this is the area. Now, there's an area called low confidence regions because it is a very low percentage, but I don't know why I'm most excited about this low confidence regions. Now I know why I love Awilo Lonkoba so much. Lingala is my life. And I am 1% Cameroon and Congo. Ha! Yes, yes, yes.
Bisquad, I am a babe. I will, I am a babe. Bisquad, I am a babe. I will, I am a babe. Yes,
and I'm also about 1% North African, which is primarily Morocco, the Western Sahara, Algeria, and Libya. And my most shocking one, to be honest, this gets me so excited, low-key feel like Moana, because it says here that I have about 1% and another 1% from Melanesia and Polynesia, so approximately 2%. And if you don't know what Melanesia is, it's located in Papua New Guinea, Fiji, and the Aboriginal Australia. And for Polynesia, that would be Tonga and Samoa, which is like Hawaii and also around New Zealand. Okay, honestly, the moment I read this, I kept thinking, Moana, make way, make way. How did this happen? I have no clue, but I feel so blessed that I am such a mishmash of so many different things. However, it did give me the idea that how did I get so much percentage from my dad and my mom? I only got 31%. So that made me think that maybe my mom has some Indian blood in her that I did not realize, because even if I got 100% from my dad, it should still be 50. I should not show more than 50% South Asian. Where did the other 19% come from? So I think I'm gonna have to look for a kit for my mom to test out and see her blood, because I have a feeling her side of town will be even more exciting, seeing her blood, because I think all my Bantu side, my Arab side, all that side, the cool stuff came from her, and the South Asian side came from my dad. So she would have some interesting stuff to share. Now, with that being said, a really quick lesson is that, does that mean my mom has 19% of what do you call Bantu? Or does that mean my dad has exactly 100%? It just means this is the percentage I received from my dad, or this is the percentage I received from my mom. My mom could be 50% Bantu, or she could be even 20% Bantu, and then, you know, 70% Indian or whatever, you know, I'm just guessing. And I ended up inheriting that bigger amount of the African. That's just how traits are. They can be random. You could inherit more or you can inherit less. I don't know how that works. I'm not a scientist. However, what does this mean? It means, like, let's say you have a sister. I would say, okay, Farha should have the exact percentages as me, right? No, that's not correct. She could have about 60% South Asian and 25% Bantu. Or she could have 80% South Asian and a 10% Bantu. Or she could have a higher percentage of Middle East than I did. It's just that when I was created, or my DNA, whenever it was formed, that is the percentages I accepted or I was formed with. Anyways, I hope I did not bore you guys to death. I just got so excited to share this part. And, you know, I think everybody should do this because it's exciting. You know, like my parents kept saying, oh, what's the point of doing this? It's exciting. And you know, the most exciting part also is, not the most, but one of the most exciting parts is you can actually discover cousins, second cousins, third cousins, fourth cousins that ended up being you didn't even know you had. Okay, according to this, I have a lot of Ithnashari, Shia, Khoja relatives that I had no idea I had, and they're about fourth, fifth cousins, a lot of them. And I kept asking my dad, do you have any relatives who were Khoja or something? And he said, I had no idea. But at the same time, I also discovered a second cousin, and my dad said, yes, that really is your second cousin. She lives in Canada and her name is so and so and so. So it is not actually fake, in my opinion. So of course other people are going to be like, well, how did they find out? You should try this. I think you should. And I'm not being endorsed by them. I am not a big YouTube guru or anything like that. I just feel like it's really cool to find out about your lineage, finding out what your grandparents could have been. I mean, I never had an idea that I could have had a percentage of Congo. I had an idea that I could have Bantu because of Kenya, and I knew about the Arab and I knew about the Indian, but I had no clue I could have had Congo, North Africa, Hawaii, for God's sake. You know, I think I'm gonna change my name to Moana. I'm just saying. Anyways, that being said, thank you so much for watching. You know, if you have watched it this far, and stay tuned.
Moana, make way, make way. Moana, it's time you knew the village of Motunui is all